What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to talk about the new batch of Last of Us leaks. And as I said in yesterday's video, I was contemplating even making this video because now it's back-to-back days and back-to-back leaks, and maybe I'll say back-to-back things. I am disappointed that this is even happening. I know Naughty Dog, you can love them, you can hate them, whatever, but when there's this many leaks, I do factually feel bad for the people working. It seems like Naughty Dog, for whatever reason, can't keep things secret. This is going back multiple games at this point. It's sad. It's really sad, and they really need to fix this, I would imagine, going forward, because you don't want the multiplayer leaking. You don't want, if there's a third Last of Us game leaking, it's fine for us. I mean, we get to see these things, we get to talk about these things, and we can make even maybe buying decisions off of these leaks. I mean, they actually are pretty helpful for some people online. There's no doubt. But, again, for the people that are working on it and they're just seeing the entire game like flood online, not exactly fair to those people. But with that being said, yesterday we talked about the images, right? There were a lot of images. There was cutscenes. We saw the Sarah cutscene, and at the time we didn't see the actual gameplay. Well, now we have. There was I think it was like a 2-minute, 24-second clip. Now, again, for the sake of, because Naughty Dog has never been historically nice with leaks, I'm not going to show it. I think Special Nick on Twitter has posted it. I had talked about it on Twitter. You can easily find it. Again, they're floating everywhere. You can find the gameplay. It's actually what I said yesterday. I think I literally said, give us a 2-minute gameplay clip where enemies are coming at you and you're attacking them, and let's see what it looks like so we can tell how much of 2's DNA is in 1. And we got that. That's literally what happened last night. And to be honest, it's nothing that blows my socks off. It solidifies to me that it is this game, like it or hate it, because I've seen a variety of opinions, and they're all cool by me. As long as you respect mine, I will respect yours. This is a game that's the polish. It's just about polish. It's about making the game look better. I've seen the Shadow of Colossus, comparisons. I've seen the Demon Souls comparisons. Again, I'm not going to get too far into that stuff. We can talk about that in other videos. But the game looks visually better. There's a scene where, like, Joel is strangling, right? He's, like, choking the one guy, and the guy's, like, clawing at him. And you can tell, like, it looks a lot better. It looks more in line with 2. But how the characters move, which I talked about yesterday, the actual animations, right, when you're swinging, when you're shooting, the kind of recoil, that stuff is very much the exact same as 1. It's just got, again, like, it's visually better. It's new animations. Everybody's new, so they look slightly different when they're doing it, but it's not the same thing as Part 2. And to me, that is incredibly disappointing. It's as simple as that from my perspective of how I'm looking at this game. I'm not going to say cash grab because, again, there's a variety of opinions. We'll talk about that in other videos. I've always been on the fence with buying this game. I've always been kind of 50-50. I'll say that it's sunk a little bit more. It's no longer 50-50. It's probably like 30-70 that I would get the game and 70 that I wouldn't. It's a game that I think is going to be really good for people that obviously have never played it before, but for $70 and literally just for visual quality, 9 years later, that's what this game is. That's kind of it. It is disappointing. It's sad to see. And look, to say the question, did I expect Last of Us 2, like, fidelity in the first game? Yeah, I actually kind of did, especially, here's the thing, here's the biggest problem, right? When yesterday's leaks came out, people said, well, you can either trust the leaker or you trust Naughty Dog. All right, fine. Even though the leaker is the one who leaked the pictures and videos, so clearly they saw that gameplay clip, which if you see that gameplay clip, it's a lot harder to argue, oh yeah, the gameplay is completely overhauled. Isn't that what Naughty Dog said? The gameplay is overhauled. No, it's not. At least from, now, I don't know, and now the rumor is that's from the newest build. Also, people saying, well, even if it's from an old build, I don't think from an old build to a current build, they're going to completely, ramp up, like what it looks like or what it feels like with these characters. Yesterday I mentioned dodging. That is not present. I don't think that's all that crazy to have included. I also talked about like proning, like going on your stomach and like crawling. I did see some people saying, well, if you added that would kind of change the overall level structure. So maybe you can't. That's fair. But it's the gameplay of the first game. That's what it is. It's the gameplay of the first game with little to no improvements. It's actually exactly what the leaker said. Like, yes, the animation, like, it looks better and it sounds better, but is there anything that's actually DNA-wise changed? No. And it's up to you. And like, here's the final thing, and this is what I've always been very strong on. I think this kind of excludes me from this kind of fighting. It's your money, guys. If you want to spend this is not guilt tripping either way. If you want to spend the 70 on it, who cares? It's not my money. It's your money. You do with that. If you don't want to spend it, it's your money. Don't spend that's it. That's literally it. Don't allow somebody else to tell you, to make you feel bad for spending your money or not spending your money. It's none of their goddamn business what you do with you. That's where I've stood. That's where I've stood with really all entertainment. I'm not into like guilt tripping. Again, I will tell you, I'm not impressed. I wasn't really impressed from the beginning because I never threw around cash grab. I threw around unnecessary game. Naughty Dog could be doing something better or doing something different with their time, or that team that's making it could be doing something different. And a Jak and Daxter remake, an Uncharted remake. Those are two remakes that I think are more worth it than this. Or a brand new game. That's very much more worth it, in my opinion, than this. So that's where I've always stood. But again, if you want to get this game, who's stopping you? Nobody. You are. That's the only person that could possibly stop you is you. So I'm not impressed by the gameplay. It's kind of disappointing that they talk about it being overhauled when it's not, like, at all. So I don't know if that... Again, like, they're either lying or we haven't seen what they're talking about, but like that doesn't match the leak. So we'll see. We'll see when they officially show it. That's the other thing. Like, so now we know. Like, like we've seen the game, we've seen pictures, we've seen videos, but the game still hasn't officially been shown. Like, they haven't done a presentation yet. I don't know when they would now, considering I think they're receiving a lot of backlash. There's a lot of backlash online. People are not happy about it. People aren't happy with the communication and potentially them being lied to. So does Naughty Dog come out like next week, even though they weren't probably going to do that, and say, all right, here's a presentation, but then people are just going to get mad because now we're going to see it, right in front of our faces, and they're going to publish it. We'll see what happens. I'll be covering it throughout the entire thing. We'll cover it when the game is getting closer, and then I'll have to decide if I'm getting it or not, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media links are in the description below. Again, I won't tell you what to do with your money, but if you want to throw a couple bucks my way, well, that's, again, completely your choice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.